September already, and doesn't look like the desert, that's for sure. Filming and documenting. I didn't pick it. I think it's about to fail because nothing to see here. Everything's fine. And some flowers. Heather's asking if Irene and I picked all the zucchini and squash and stuff. I thought that was ridiculous because I was busy doing important work, filming and documenting.
First, let's do the zucchini.
I didn't pick anything, but I guess we're supposed to. And there's a lot of cucumbers. A lot of cucumbers. Maybe not that many, but it's a fair amount. So I am going to slice them up, put them in the freeze dryer, and try to make chips. So I don't know what Heather's planning on doing them, but I picked an extra, like twice as much as they picked. So I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't, and then put them all in the freeze dryer and see what happens. So, you know, it's not a crazy amount of cucumbers, but it's a lot for, 10 minutes of picking. And there's a lot more flowers on here and a lot more little tiny ones, so we're gonna have a lot later. So I'm gonna steal these. Shh. So yeah, I'm just gonna go hide these cucumbers and then deal with them myself. And Heather will be like, how many cucumbers did you get? I'll say, we hardly got any. It was a bad cucumber day. Probably only got like 10. Better just eat them on a salad. I don't know. Crazy. I don't know what happened to them. And then poof, freeze-dried cucumbers. It's gonna be great. That's a pretty picture.
Huh?
My rogue cucumber plan, I think it's about to fail because there's a lot more than I had. But don't tell Heather.
Huh? Mocking my cucumbers?
Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Heather had to borrow my knife. That's how you know she's not a real homestead lady.
Dad,
What?
why? I thought you liked Mom. Why are you telling everybody that she doesn't have a knife?
Okay, I do like her. But she does need a knife.
So do I. Cucumber.
Irene needs a knife. What?
Yes.
That seems wrong.
Wait, why does it seem wrong?
Everybody knows girls can't handle knives.
You were just saying that Mom needed a knife.
Oh yeah, that's logic.
Dad, I am not an ordinary girl.
That's true. You're a little too much of an Irene. All right, my half bucket of cucumbers turned into a 3/4 of a bucket of cucumbers. And I'm gonna have to probably at least pretend like there's some in here for Heather. Make sure she doesn't question it too much. Oh gosh, there's more in here. It is a whole bucket. Well, we had a garden tour day. That was the plan for today. And instead we harvested some melons, a bunch of squash, some zucchini, cucumbers, and some flowers.
And tomatoes.
Tomato.
And
First tomatoes.
And whatever this is.
a couple tomatoes.
And okra.
That
okra.
southern plant.
That southern plant that people like to fry up.
Called okra. Ooh.
Oop.
It poked me.
What?
Yeah. It poked me.
All right, here we are in our dark dungeon of the garage slash no longer a garage. This is more of like a dry storage area. But it was once a garage, I swear. But it's our freeze dryer location. And the cucumbers are done. So, let's see. Ooh, they do feel like chips. Oh, wow. Those are good. What do you think? Don't tell Mom she didn't know we did it. We stole her cucumbers. Now I guess we can go give them back. All right. We successfully secreted some cucumbers away from Heather and made some cucumber chips. She didn't even notice. So secret.
So secret.
I don't believe that they were
All right.
secret.
Here's the taste test.
I don't get one. Why do I have one?
We've already had some. Heather doesn't like them.
They're very cucumbery.
I think they're
I
delicious.
didn't like them.
They're awesome.
Mm.
I think they'd be better with some different seasoning on them.
I didn't put any seasoning on them. These are just cucumber. So,
Yeah,
can experiment
I think
with that
some
later.
Seasoning, it'll be good.
it's pretty good.
This plain for me is great.
Yeah.